Hi friends, this is Sneha from SM Creatives, and today we're going to make a floral watercolor greenery based bridal shower invitation from scratch. We're going to be using Canva to make this. I have a free account at Canva and that's what I'm going to use, so you can also do the same. So let's get started. First, we'll go to canva.com. There we are. Next, we're going to click on create a new design. We're going to use a custom size. First, set the unit over here into inches. I'm going to do a standard size of 5 by 7. Create new design. And there we are. Okay, this is our base canvas for working on. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first set up the base with the artwork, and then I'm going to be adding all the text. Okay, so for the artwork, I'm going to be using one of mine. I'm going to be using this Eucalyptus and gold watercolor design. So I already have this downloaded in my account. So I'm just going to, okay, this is the one that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to open up the files. I have them here already. I'm going to be using one of these pre-made arrangements. So let's see what's going to work with our design. So to insert a design into Canva, you just need to drag and drop it from here. Okay, I just dragged and dropped it and now it's going to show up over here. There you go. Just click on it once and it shows up over here. And you drag at the corners to enlarge it. Okay. There you go. Don't hold down the shift key because that does other things to your design. Just drag and drop at the corners and it automatically resizes proportionately. There we go. I quite like this, but I also want to try out what it would look like if I use some of these branches around. So let me just delete this for a bit. I'm going to get this one in. Again, drag and drop it into the canvas. And click on it. You can rotate it from here. Okay, you can rotate it this way. You can change the size. You can copy it because I want one of these at the bottom as well. Oops. Copy and then paste. Okay. Just rotate it. There you go. And you get a nice little base. I quite like this, but I think I'm just going to go back to the wreath. So I'll delete these. But you know now how you can place those individual elements. You can use individual elements or these pre-made wreaths and pre-made bunches to your convenience. So I'm gonna stick to this for today. I might make it a little larger. Okay. Canva has these handy guides which show you when your design is centered. Okay, so this is my background, this is my base. What I'll do now is I'll just try to lock this layer. Okay, now when I lock it over here, what happens is it won't move. So when I go in and place my text, I don't have to worry about by mistake moving the art layer. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and add my text. Okay, I'm just going to use any of these. I'll probably use this smaller text for my first sentence, which is please join us for a. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have some typical bridal shower text happening. There you go. This is how our design will flow. You can change the size of the text over here. Make it a little smaller. Because once it's printed, it looks quite large. So this is a decent size. I'll choose a different. Montserrat. I always like to increase the letter spacing a little bit so it looks a little more modern. I will also change the size over here just so that it looks right. Okay, next we're gonna add, I just want a big text for bridal shower, and that's why I chose heading. Again, keep using these pink guides to center your text. Actually, I quite like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this text. I'm gonna make it larger. Okay. Then what I'll do is I want more in this please join us text, so I'm gonna try to copy that. I'm just gonna lock this layer. Is that even possible? Yep. So I've locked it so that I can now go in and select this small text box. I wasn't able to click on it earlier, so what I did was I just locked the larger text so I could select this. Okay, I'm gonna select it, and I'm just gonna duplicate it. There you go. So you don't have to do copy and paste. I'm gonna place it right below this. And then you just edit the text in honor of, and then we'll have our bride's name below this. So I want to duplicate this, but it's locked, so you unlock it, duplicate, and then I'm gonna lock it again, but selecting the right one. Yeah, okay, select this, move it below. Maybe reduce the size a little bit and center your design again. You can move it down a little bit maybe. Okay, then we're going to duplicate this text again because that's the font that we want, so it's just easy to keep duplicating instead of having to, feed in all this information again. Include your date and time and all that information now. Yeah. Then we're gonna duplicate this again. I'm just gonna make a different text box because I want it to be, at a little more distance over here, more spacing. So you can make this bold. It's also bold. Could make this a larger size. Let's just see what it looks like if we do this. Okay, yeah, I think that looks all right. So you can unlock this now. Nope, undo. If you do something by mistake, you can undo by simply clicking on Command and Z or Control Z. It's the same thing as on any other editing app. So I'm quite happy with this, but I want all of this to move a little bit down. So I'm going to select it and just use my keyboard to move everything down a little bit. Just eyeballing it. I think this looks great now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this design, okay? Now it'll give you a suggestion to save it as PNG or JPEG or PDF standard in the free version. These are all the options that are available in the free version. Now if you want to share it as a JPEG file, if you want to use it only as a digital invitation, then you can, but I would recommend that you still download it as a PDF, high quality, if you're going to be printing. Okay, because this is the only option that's available. PDF print is the only option that's available at 300 dpi, and that's important for prints, otherwise your print ends up looking blurry and not super sharp. So what you can do is you can download this as a PDF and then use a PDF to JPEG converter online to convert it into a high definition 300 dpi JPEG, if you also want the JPEG version, or if your printer only uses JPEG files. But most printers will allow you to upload PDF, so you should be fine with prints. If you want to only use it as a download, as something that you're going to be sharing over Messenger or email, then this option is also alright. Or you can download a PNG as well, like this is also fine if you're going to be emailing it. But for print, please make sure that you only use this option. Okay, so for now we're going to be saving it as a PNG. Oh, but PNG is not available, so we save it as a JPEG. Now these options are not available for you if you're on the free version, but it's okay. If you're only going to be using it on web, then it's okay to save this. Save it like a JPEG. There you go. There's our design. Our design's made and it's ready, and I absolutely love how it's turned out, and it's been so quick and easy. You have these lovely gold accents, some gold leaves, some nice light and fading leaves, and I like this font. I like the design that's finally turned out. So overall, I'm very happy with this design. I hope you also enjoyed this process and you're going to give this a try. You can start the video from start and just go along with me, because everything that you see here has been pretty much in real time. Right, I'm going to leave a link to the florals that I've used, to these greenery branches that I've used, in the description below. And thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, and I keep taking out tutorials like this, and I hope they help you in your projects. Thank you.